Thank you, Chairman Brown, Chairwoman Elmers, Ranking Members Tonko, and Ranking Member Richmond for the opportunity to test before you today. My name is Bonnie Webster, and I'm the Vice President of Monroe Industries in Avon, New York. My husband, John, is here with me today, and together we run the company. We have 7 employees, but often hire 2 to 3 more seasonally to meet demand. We are a cast polymer company and use styrene-based resin to manufacture high-end custom showers and vanity tops. We are a small operation, but we do go to great lengths to reach the highest level of safety. In 1999, we built a new facility away from residential areas because styrene, like any chemical, has the potential to be harmful when misused. We ensure that every employee uses a respirator and other safety equipment. Unlike larger companies, we do not have the ability to employ a full-time occupational safety staff. However, we bring in consultants annually to address OSHA matters and ensure that even with small resources, we are compliant and safe. Our company works hard to lessen the environmental impact of our production. We have created Roboglass, a product that uses half the amount of resin. Roboglass uses a bio-based resin and recycled glass, for which we have won an EPA Environmental Quality Award. Our products have a life cycle of well over 20 years and are designed to last the duration of the home. Despite our hard work to be on the cutting edge of the composites industry, we are very concerned that the listing of styrene in the 12th report on carcinogens could make it very difficult for us to stay in business. Currently, there is only one company that will insure us. Should we be dropped by that company, like other composite companies whose coverage has been terminated by long-term carriers, it will be impossible for us to continue to make an affordable product. Today's mentality when it comes to liability lawsuits is, who can we sue next? We cannot afford to be next and remain in business. The poor science that informed the rock listing begins to inform the EPA or OSHA regulations. Our concerns will only worsen. Our worries are not unique only to Monroe. Many state air pollution regulatory programs will look at the rock listing and set styrene ground level exposure limits based on a presumption of carcinogens. And this will make it impossible for composite manufacturers in these states to get or renew operating permits. In light of the uncertainty presented by the styrene listing in the rock, we have no plans to expand our production or increase our number of employees. We hope, with this economy, we will be able to maintain the business that we have now. Compared to many other companies in the cast polymer subset of the composites industry, we are in a better position than most because our products are totally customized and therefore very difficult to import. The current environment has made it nearly impossible for high production cast polymer fabricators to compete. Surrounding countries do not have the regulations and additional costs that we have here. Unlike larger composite manufacturers, we do not have the luxury, if you can call it that, of moving production offshore. If this trend continues, we will have no choice but to liquidate our companies. There is a significant environmental benefit to using our engineered composite products over natural stone products and other materials that should be considered. Granite, for example, is mined in South America and often shipped to China to be polished before being shipped back to the U.S. to be fabricated. The environmental impact of the transportation aspect alone is considerable. The fact that our engineered surfaces are fully manufacturable in the United States, in addition to be partially constituted of recycled components, makes them a very green product. The rock is hidden in the shadows, pretending only to be harmless input to the public health agencies. It has been largely unsupervised by the Congress, unreachable by the courts, and not carefully supervised by senior officials in their respective agencies. Yet its actions have every bit as much of an impact as regulations, which in contrast are subject to the Administration Procedure Act. Our industry is asking that Congress reform the way the federal government analyzes the risk of chemicals to make it a more transparent, inclusive, and scientific process. Please consider these reforms that will ensure that federal programs like the Report on Carcinogens leads to valuable assessments that help, rather than harm, American business and the American worker. Thank you very much for your time.